Let's take a look at another example of a practice part in Onshape. This one also comes from Mechanical Drafting by Henry Willard Miller, a book written about 1917. It's a little bit more complicated than the previous part that I did. I'm going to do this in two separate videos. I think it'll be pretty long if I do it in one video, and I want to keep this bite-sized and digestible. So anyhow, I'm going to create this part, and I'm just going to work on the two revolve portions in this video. Let me go back to my Onshape. Let me go to the folder where I want to create it. Let's hit the create button and then document. And this one, I'm going to call this, I don't know, some kind of piston linkage maybe. I don't know. If you have a better description, please let me know. So I will create the document. And now the first thing I'm going to do is change my units. I'll go to the hamburger and then workspace units and make sure that I am doing this in inches and then hit the green check mark. Okay, and I'm going to do the first sketch for the bottom portion on the plane called right. So let's select right and then hold down the right mouse button and create a new sketch. I always like to view normal to the sketch, which I can get to from the right mouse button. And let's start off by making a center line that is horizontal. So I'll go to construction mode and then line. And I'm going to start it out over here and then drag it out and let it go a little past the origin. Then I can hit the escape key. And I'm going to sketch it right down here. And the sketch that I'm doing, I'm going to leave the chamfer and the fillet out of it. I like that to be separate features. So let's create a bunch of lines, and I will start with a vertical line. Let's go from here and then make it about yay big, and then I'm going to make it here, and then for some reason my mouse is having some trouble with when I'm clicking. Let's make the other one about over here and then a vertical line. I'm going to get it to sense the endpoints over on the right, and so I just hover my mouse over it, and now let's left click and then close off the sketch, and that is good. So now let's put in some of the different dimensions for this. And let's see, the first one that I'm going to do, the center hole has a diameter of 1 3/16. So let me click on my axis of revolution and what I want to dimension to and move the mouse out about here. And so that is 1 3/16. And that should be, I don't know, 1 point something. Let's just do 1 plus 3 divided by 16. All right, so that's good for the first one. We see our first entity going black. And then I can see that the outer diameter of this is 2 3/4. So let's create a dimension from here to here. And let's make it out here. And wow, I think oh no, I didn't come as close as I thought. It's 2 3/8 right now. Let's make that 2.75. Hit the enter key. And that gets bigger. And let's see, we have the overall width of this is 2.25. Let me pick this and then go over here. Okay, this one was actually pretty good. 2.25, very close. Oh, did I mistype that? 2.25, 2.25. There we go. And let's see, so again, I'm not going to put the chamfer in here, and I'm not going to put the fillet. And so that means that the length of this line should end up being 1 inch minus 1/16. And so that's going to be, and this one I can do in my head. This is 0.9375. Hit the enter key. And let's see, we still have a little bit of blue in here. And what is the other dimension that I am looking for? Okay, so based on the fillet, I think this should be a 1/16 of an inch. So let's pick this and go out over here. And let's see, 16.0625. For some reason, I think I'm doing something wrong there, but let's go with that for now. I can always make changes later on. And so everything is black. Everything looks good for this one. So I will hit the check mark. And so let's zoom out and rotate the model a little bit. And now let's revolve this. So I will hit on the revolve icon and pick the sketch, the face of the sketch. Then let's click in the little field for the revolve axis to give it focus. And now I will click on the construction line that I made. And there we can see our first feature in the model. I will hit the check mark, and I didn't put the chamfer or the fillet in this particular sketch. Let me show you what that will eventually look like. I'm not going to keep them in the model just because I like my features to be at the end and I don't want to keep on having to delete them. And so this chamfer is going to be 0.0625. Let me hit the check mark. And then this fillet will end up being the same value. Let me go to the fillet command and then select that edge. And let's change this to 0.0625, I think. And it makes it smaller. And hit the check mark. And so there you can see the fillet. But again, I could just suppress them and drag them. Yeah, let me suppress them. And then I can drag them in at the end to where they are supposed to be. Okay, for the second sketch, it is also going to be on the plane called right. So I will select it, hold down the right mouse button and choose New Sketch. And let me hold down the right mouse button again and choose View Normal to Sketch Plane. And the first thing I'm going to put in is going to be my axis of revolution. So let's go to construction mode. Let me put in a line. And I will start it about over here, and let's make it a little past the origin, and then left click. I will escape to get out of line creation mode. And now let's throw in a dimension for the location of the axis of revolution. Pick those two entities, and this is going to be, let's see, about 3.5 inches up, 3.5, hit the enter key. So that's good for that. And now let's do our straight lines in the second sketch. So let me go to the line tool again. I'm going to let it snap into the axis here, and let me left click and make it horizontal, and left click, and then out here about an inch, and then left click and go up, and I'm going to move my mouse over the other endpoint just so that it senses that I want these to be equal lines. So let's hit the escape key. And the next things that I am going to put in, let's see, we have a dimension for the center bore, and it's 1 3/8. So let's throw that in, dimension, and then pick here and here. And let's get the diameter dimension. And again, that is going to be 1 3/8, 1.375. Hit the enter key. And we also have a 2 1/8 inch dimension to the outsides here. So let's go left, left, and then let's get our left click where we want that to be, and that's 2 1/8, so 2.125. And let's see the width of this line. This is going to be 1 inch, so type in 1 there. And the last thing that's going to be in this sketch is an arc. And so from our arc dropdown, let me choose the 3-point arc. And let's start it here and go over to there. Oops, just about yay big. And now we can dimension this. Go from here in this dimension. This is going to be 1 3/16, which is a little tough to read in the drawing. 1 3/16. I can do that in my head. 1.1875. Hit the enter key, or you could have just typed in 1 plus 3 divided by 16. And everything is fully dimensioned in here. If you want, I don't know, we could try putting in a constraint to put that. No, I didn't like that. Over dimension. So let's hit the undo button. And so we're happy with everything just being in black. So let's hit the check mark in order to complete that. Let me hit the P on the keyboard to hide all the planes. Now we can go to the revolve command once more. Let's pick our face that we want. And then I'll click in here for the revolve axis and pick this. And right now we are getting it in a different color because it's actually going to create a second part. If I try to choose add and say that I want to merge with part one, we're going to get an error because the parts do not intersect or are totally contained. So let's just go back to creating a new part. And this will be resolved later on when we create our next extrude. We can merge everything together. So let's hit the check mark to complete that one. And so that's all that I'm going to do in this video. In the next video, we will pick up and create a couple extrudes in order to have the connection between the two revolve sections and also put in the keyway.